Summer isn't the season most photographers chase. The sun rises before we awake and sets long after we've gone home. By midday, the light is harsh, the skies are flat, the drama spent. But blue sky days carry their own quiet invitation, if only we learn to look differently. Over 5 weeks travelling in our van across Scotland, from Edinburgh along the Fife coastal route, through Dundee, up to beautiful Stonehaven, and further north to Cullen, dropping down to Port Erroll and then on to Aberdeen. I set out to see what summer could offer in the hard light of day. Even in the city, colour floats against the sky, a reminder that summer is not always empty. Between shadow and light, the edifice frames a path forward, modern lines echoing ancient tides. The harbour curves into the sea, stone against water, time against tide. Summer's light sharpens what stands still. Silent witnesses rooted in earth and stone, their presence unshaken as time drifts past. They hold the line between land and sky, watching, waiting, enduring, companions to the season's brightest days. In an open field, the frame of industry still stands. Silent, skeletal, enduring. Light becomes part of the structure itself, shadows drawing outward like memory. The path bends forward into the light, but above, the sky gathers weight. Even here, in summer's brightness, there are sentinels in the clouds, reminders that stillness is always held beneath motion. A winding track sweeps gently across the frame, its pale surface carving rhythm through the green. A journey in form and tone, a path that invites you simply to follow. Four weathered posts rise in the grasses, their verticals holding the rhythm of the frame. Strength and softness, structure and flow. Two trees stand together on the rise, their forms breaking the horizon in quiet symmetry. The harbour wall curves against the tide, its strength measured in silence. On the crest of the hill, stone columns rise in rhythm, the structure both monument and frame. One bench, one horizon. Here the land offers a pause, a chance not just to rest the body, but the eye. Summer strips away drama, no mist, no storm, just distance, and in the distance we find enough. The hill rises in a single sweep, its surface drawn with parallel strokes like the brushwork of a canvas. Light catches the ridges, softening their rhythm into a wave that rolls across the frame. With sky above and earth below reduced to pure form, the photograph becomes painting, a landscape translated into line and motion. The lighthouse rises against the sea, its white walls catching the warmth of the fading sun. Land, water, and air converge here, each held in quiet proportion. A fallen tree rises once more, its limbs reaching skyward. In its grasp, a plane, a fleeting geometry of nature and machine, a study in contrasts, permanence and transience, silence and motion. Summer days also offer speed. Bright light means fast shutter speeds, a chance to capture the elegance of flight. Gulls wheel and cry against the coast, symbols of a restless season. They're noisy, chaotic, but endlessly graceful when frozen in motion. Wings extended, silver against the dark. Effortless glide over sea and stone. A cry carried on the salt air. Precision in motion, feathered arcs. One keeps watch, sentinel on rusted steel, an ordinary moment made whole by the sea behind it. Perched on the edge, the gull rides out the rhythm of the tide. A stillness inside the swell. A reminder that motion always carries its own pause. Summer light doesn't just reveal form, it also reveals time. Edges where tide retreats, where walls hold back the sea, where ruins stand against the sky. These are the edges of time, places where the present rests on the shoulders of what once has passed. The wooden walkway carries you out across the grasses, a bridge between promenade and shore. It holds the line above shifting sand, guiding the step from the ordered edge of land to the looseness of sea and sky. The beach arcs softly through the frame, its golden sweep cradled between sea and grass. Above, the sky hangs heavy, a composition drawn in rhythm. Sky, sea, sand and grass, each answering the other in turn. The harbour rests in the curve of the coast, its walls holding still water beneath the pastel sky. Boats lie scattered, like notes on a stave, the rooftops behind glowing in evening's softening light. Clinging to the cliff, the ruins brood against the sky. Broken walls clutch at the cliff, their stones steeped in shadow and storm. Birds wheel through the air, not free, but bound to the place as if guarding secrets too old to tell. Alone a tower clings to the cliff edge, stubborn as the rock upon which it is built. Nobody lingers on blue sky days expecting drama, but when it does, the sea sketches its own theatre. The groynes stretch into the sea like markers of time, weathered, unyielding, always reaching forward. In this light, their lines carve a path into the horizon, guiding the eye into storm and stillness alike. As the tide pulls away, they stand quieter, stripped of their purpose, almost like sentinels left behind, holding the memory of currents long gone. Look closer, and life begins to return. Seagulls claim their posts, balancing on green moss and salt-stained timbers, as if the ocean itself had built a resting place for its wanderers. And then, in softer pale light, the groynes dissolve into calm, not barriers but companions of the shore, a reminder that even what is built to resist the sea eventually finds rhythm within it. When haze softens the sky, the posts stand firmer, anchors in a world gone pale. The tide has fallen back, leaving only its mirror. The structure rests in stillness, its echo doubled on the wet sand, a quiet held at the edge of the day. Summer taught me that photographs are here to be found when the sun shines and the light is unflinching. Blue sky days may not be the season we chase, but if we stay, if we look differently, summer gives us its own photographs. Not fewer, not lesser. These are blue sky days, and they, too, are worth remembering.